When you begin to realize that your thoughts are not trapped inside your skull but are frequencies broadcasting through the quantum field, you start to awaken to a truth humanity has forgotten, that consciousness itself is the architecture of the universe. Every idea, every image, every subtle emotion you feel sends ripples through the invisible ocean of potential energy that exists beyond space and time. The field is not out there. It is the very fabric weaving through you, moving through every atom of your being, waiting for the coherent signal of your awareness to shape it into matter. When a mind becomes clear, intention becomes laser-like, and when a heart opens, energy begins to move in symmetrical harmony. Together, they generate a signal strong enough to reorder particles in the field. This is not magic. It is physics at the edge of consciousness, where energy listens to emotion, and information obeys intention. You are not a passive observer in this universe. You are a co-creator in an infinite holographic sea of probabilities. Every emotion you sustain long enough becomes an electromagnetic code, transmitting a message to the unified field. Gratitude, love, joy. These are not just feelings, they are coherent waveforms that harmonize your personal frequency with the intelligence of the universe. The moment you embody that emotion as if your desired reality has already manifested, you collapse infinite potentials into one, the one that matches your frequency. Most people think reality is fixed, solid, immovable. But quantum physics reveals that matter is 99.999% empty space. What we call solid is simply energy vibrating at a lower frequency, temporarily stabilized by observation. The observer's consciousness, your consciousness, is the sculptor of that energy. When you think the same thoughts and feel the same emotions every day, you keep broadcasting the same signal into the field, and the field keeps reflecting that same version of reality back to you. The cycle continues until you decide to emit a new frequency, to become a new signal in the symphony of creation. The shift begins when you realize that emotion is the magnetic force drawing experience to you, and thought is the electric force sending your command into the field. Together they form an electromagnetic blueprint of your destiny. You are constantly programming the field with every thought-emotion pair you sustain. When you combine a clear intention, the thought of what you want, with an elevated emotion, the feeling of it already being real, you create coherence between mind and heart. That coherence is powered. It is order. It is the frequency the universe recognizes as creation. Imagine your body as an antenna. When your thoughts and emotions are misaligned, when you think abundance but feel lack, or desire love but feel unworthy, your signal becomes incoherent, static, distorted. The field responds not to your wishes but to your frequency. But when thought and feeling merge into harmony, your antenna tunes perfectly to the frequency of your desired reality, and the field cannot help but reflect it back to you. The universe is not judging, deciding, or delaying. It is mirroring the vibration you are being. The secret is not to visualize harder, but to feel deeper, to embody the state of the wish fulfilled, until your nervous system no longer knows the difference between imagination and experience. The subconscious mind does not know what is real or unreal. It only knows what you emotionally believe. When you sustain a new emotional frequency long enough, you rewire the body to the future instead of the past. You teach it to expect the miraculous as normal. Think of it like tuning a radio. Every possible station already exists in the electromagnetic spectrum, but you only hear the one you are tuned to. Reality is the same. Infinite versions of you exist in the quantum field. The wealthy you, the healed you, the awakened you, the version living in complete freedom. They are all vibrating on different frequencies. When your energy matches the frequency of one of those versions, you shift timeline. You don't force it, you become it. Every emotion is a frequency, and every frequency carries information. Fear carries the code of separation. Love carries the code of unity. When you elevate your emotion, you elevate the data you send to the field. You begin to broadcast coherence instead of chaos, order instead of randomness. The field rearranges itself to match your coherence. The more consistent your vibration, the faster reality organizes itself around your signal. The field does not respond to your words. It responds to your energy. You cannot fool it with affirmation while holding fear in your heart. It reads the vibration beneath the language. The moment you feel gratitude for something not yet seen, the field assumes it has already happened, because in that frequency, time does not exist. Gratitude collapses time. It brings the future into the now. You are not manifesting something from the field. You are activating it within the field. Everything already exists in potential. The act of manifestation is simply the alignment of your awareness with that potential. When your energy shifts, your reality reorganizes. The outer world bends to match your inner state. Close your eyes for a moment and feel the space around your body. That space is alive with infinite intelligence. It is not empty. It is full of information, full of potential, full of the blueprint of every version of your future. As you breathe, imagine your heart expanding, its electromagnetic field pulsating like a rhythmic wave, merging with the quantum sea. The more love you feel, the wider your field expands. The wider it expands, the more reality you can influence. When you sustain that energy long enough, you move beyond the body, beyond time, beyond self. You become pure awareness, a consciousness interacting directly with the unified field. In that state, manifestation is no longer effort, it is resonance. You don't chase outcomes, you vibrate as if they already exist. The field does the rest. The only barrier is the old identity, the habitual emotions of survival. Fear, guilt, shame, frustration. Those emotions bind energy to the body, trapping your frequency in the past. Every time you remember who you were, you reconstruct the same electromagnetic signature. But every time you feel as your future self would feel, you broadcast a new one. The future begins the moment you feel. Reality is not linear, it's holographic. The future is not coming, it's vibrating right now, waiting for you to match its frequency. You don't move through time. Time moves through your vibration. When your energy is elevated, time bends, opportunities synchronize, and miracles align effortlessly. What we call coincidence is simply coherence between your inner field and the universal field. The quantum field loves order. It responds instantly to coherence, to clear, sustained energy. So the practice is not forcing outcomes but maintaining coherence. Every time you return to gratitude, every time you breathe and feel love for no reason, you are strengthening your signal, amplifying your magnetic field, rewriting your destiny at the subatomic level. When you begin to live in coherence long enough, the field starts to mirror back evidence of your internal transformation. Small synchronicities appear first. A conversation that reveals a new path, a chance meeting that aligns perfectly with your vision, an idea that seems to arrive from nowhere yet feels like destiny whispering through the ether. This is not luck. This is resonance. The field is intelligent, responsive, and infinitely precise. It delivers not what you want but what you are. The energy you broadcast is your cosmic signature. Every thought creates a wave. Every emotion shapes that wave's amplitude. The purer your signal, the more clearly the universe reads it. That is why elevated emotion is not optional. It is the language of creation. When you love life before it gives you a reason, you transcend the illusion of separation between you and what you seek. You become the vibration of wholeness itself, and wholeness attracts wholeness. At that level, you are not trying to manifest, you are remembering that you are manifestation in motion. The field has always been listening. It has never been silent, only waiting for you to broadcast in clarity instead of noise. As your energy refines, the dense layers of disbelief dissolve, and you begin to feel the rhythm of creation moving through you. A pulse of infinite intelligence, weaving realities through your frequency. Einstein once said, "Everything is energy, and that's all there is to it." Match the frequency of the reality you want, and you cannot help but get that reality. It can be no other way. This is not poetic metaphor, it is the architecture of existence. Every possibility exists simultaneously, and your energy signature determines which one crystallizes into form. To use quantum physics to manifest any reality, you must first become aware of the energy you are already emitting. Most people are unconsciously signaling the frequency of their past, memories of loss, guilt, or limitation, while asking for a future that vibrates at a completely different level. The field cannot match both at once. It mirrors coherence, not contradiction. So the true work is not to force manifestation, but to elevate your frequency until it matches the reality you desire, to think greater than your environment, to feel greater than your current circumstances, and to hold that elevated vibration long enough for the field to reorganize matter around your new signature. The moment you can sustain the emotion of your future independent of the present, you are bending reality toward you. Energy moves where attention flows. Every time you focus on what is missing, you amplify the absence. Every time you feel gratitude as if it's already done, you amplify presence. Gratitude is the bridge between potential and form. It is the frequency of receivership, the vibration that signals to the field. It is already complete. When you close your eyes and breathe into the infinite space around you, you begin to sense that what you call outside and inside are not two. They are one continuous field of awareness folding in on itself, expressing infinite perspectives through you. You are not in the universe. The universe is in you, projected through the lens of your consciousness. The atoms that compose your body are made of the same stardust that burns in distant galaxies. The field that responds to your thoughts is the same field that births suns and forms worlds. To manifest is to remember this unity. You are the field experiencing itself as creation. Every desire you have is not something external you must pursue. It is an aspect of the infinite self calling you to embody more of what you already are. The desire for love is love-seeking expression through you. The desire for abundance is abundance awakening within you. When you wake each morning, you have two choices: to think from the familiar past, or to think from the unknown future. The familiar keeps you predictable. The unknown makes you quantum. To live quantumly is to step into the field of infinite potential, without fear. To let go of the old story, and allow the energy of possibility to flow through you unfiltered. The future belongs not to those who wait for proof, but to those who feel it first. If you want to practice, begin with this simple yet powerful exercise. Sit in stillness. Close your eyes and bring your attention to your heart. Breathe slowly and deeply until your body softens and your mind quiets. Now think of one thing you wish to create, not as a distant goal but as a reality that already exists in the field. See it, feel it. Let the emotion of already having it rise within you. Feel gratitude as if it were done. Stay there for 5 minutes. Let that emotion expand beyond your body. Feel it radiating into the space around you, merging with the quantum field. Do not try to make it happen. Just allow it. When you open your eyes, walk as if that future is already true. Because the moment you feel it, you have broadcasted a new frequency, and the field will begin to reorganize itself around that vibration. The more consistently you practice this, the more you become the vibration of your desire. You are literally teaching your body what the future feels like, training your nervous system to expect it as natural. The outer world must conform to that expectation. Because the quantum field always balances energy with precision. What you are being is far louder than what you are saying. And remember, the universe is never testing you. It is calibrating you. The delays, the quiet moments, the seeming resistance, they are simply opportunities to stabilize your vibration, to ensure your frequency remains unwavering even when the evidence has not yet appeared. The moment you stop needing proof, the proof appears. Reality bends for the coherent. Matter organizes around the magnetic field of unwavering love and certainty. When you feel joy for no reason, when you choose gratitude in uncertainty, when you open your heart wider than your fear, you become a magnet for miracles. The quantum field cannot ignore coherence. It must reflect it. Every thought you think is a brushstroke on the canvas of infinity. Every emotion is color. Every intention is light. Together they paint the hologram of your life. You are not here to survive the world. You are here to recreate it from within. When you understand that your inner frequency is the blueprint of your outer experience, you no longer chase change. You become change. In this awareness you begin to live as consciousness in motion, unbound, timeless, luminous. You begin to realize that manifestation is not about attracting something external, but remembering that everything already exists within you. The field rearranges itself the moment you decide to feel different, to think differently, to be the version of yourself who already has what you desire. And so, the invitation is simple. Live as though your future self is breathing through you now. Think from that frequency. Feel from that energy. Act from that truth. Because when you do, the universe, your mirror, will reflect it instantly. In the end, there is no secret technique, no hidden formula. There is only coherence, the alignment of thought, emotion, and energy. When these three become one, the field responds with infinite precision. You are not learning how to create. You are remembering that creation never stops. You are the frequency. You are the field. You are the observer. And in that knowing, you become limitless. Subscribe to Quantum Fields, and keep expanding your awareness beyond matter, beyond mind, beyond time, into the infinite fabric of creation itself. Because the deeper you go within, the wider the universe becomes. The quantum journey has just begun, and the field is listening.